Good morning, my pretty people. How y'all doing out there? Today, beautiful day outside. Shout out to my tigers out there. LSU. Now, what are we talking today about? We're going to be talking about alopecia areata. Oh my god, that sounds like a nasty word. It's just a bald spot on your hair areas, on your head somewhere. We're going to talk about why we get it and what are the options for you. Let's go into it real quick. The first one, you get a little, ladies, gentlemen, mainly a lot of ladies, quarter size on your head somewhere, bald, hair's gone. You don't know what that is. Well, that's alopecia. Now, what do I have? Cancer. What do I have, Dori? Don't worry about it too much. That means that is created because something happened. There was an inflammation somewhere in your body that attacked you, and your immune system couldn't handle it, and so it kind of bursted it out through your head. And another thing that could have been is just that you are just in stress too much. Your hormones are imbalanced. You go to a doctor, get your hormones checked, you're going to find out some situation about that little thing out there. And sometimes if your hormones are okay, that just means your body was fighting something at that time, and bam, it created that. Okay, so that's what happens. Can it be in men as well? Yes, it could be also in men, but men have more of a tendency to have hereditary issues as women do, where our hair falls off certain sections. And I'll be talking to men as well in this, so pay attention, men, as well. This is for all of y'all, and it could happen to teenagers as well. My daughter, of course, she's over 20. It happened to her. She had a little quarter size up here. Now, here's some things that you can do for it. Some things that you can, cosmetic type, that you don't want them to be viewed if they're right here or whatever, but you can actually, here's some 3 things that I know that are on the market that you can do for them. Okay, one is micropigmentation. That's such a large word. What is it? Bottom line is a cosmetology word for a lot of little needles that go with some ink into your hair, and they just put them in there. It doesn't hurt you. And people, let me tell you out there, the people that are scared, they have all kinds of creams so that you won't feel anything. You know, they numb the situation. So don't be afraid of that. I don't know any cost. Write it down. It's micropigmentation. There's Houston people here that can do that for you. What they're going to do, they're going to go a bunch of needles on your head, and I have a picture here of the head. I'm sorry, it's not too good, but they just put a bunch of needles with a little ink, whatever the ink, blonde, red, black hair, whatever you have, and they just kind of color it in there. Bam, it's done. The next thing I want to talk to you is the microfibers. Microfibers are like one hair at a time that they go in there and put them in there. Now, I don't know how long those things last, to be honest with you. I've never seen them. I get to see the first function of your alopecia. I get to tell you to go to a doctor when I'm doing your hair. I get to see all that going on. That's my steps going in there. But anyway, they do that with one little hair at a time. I don't know, like I said, how long that lasts. The third thing is the grafts. Now, the grafts I'm going to explain to you a little bit. Grafts are like little pieces of hairs in one thing. That's a graft. And they actually implant them like with a laser. Excuse me. And they put them in there with a little laser. It's just a discomfort. It doesn't hurt that much. It's not surgery. It's not something big. What's going to be big is the price. I'm sorry. They come, most of the average out there is $3.25 per graft. But here's the thing. Say you have a quarter size one, a little ball, that you have to fill that up with a lot of little natural hairs and stuff, a lot of grafts. Well, I'm just giving you an example. Okay, you buy 200 about 200 grafts of those. That's going to cost you about $650, okay, to fill up that little space, just kind of an average. And that's going to be how many hairs? About 400 to 500 actual hairs, okay, that they're going to implant on you. Now you say, oh, Dori, now what is that going to cause? Is that going to create cancer? And all? No, it's not going to create anything like that. It might last you between 5 or 8 years, depending on how well you take care of it yourself. Okay, you use their products, you use their remedies, you follow up with whenever they ask you to come back to see how's it going. Those kind of things, because you might need to put some more. As time goes by, we lose some of the hairs. But there you will have like between, I would say, 400 and 500 hairs in there. So that's quite a bit to fill up. Okay, so you'll be filling up that little hole that you might have. I see a lot of them back here in the back of the scalp for women. I'm going to show you a little picture back here. That's where I see them a lot, in the back. Men, I see y'all have the bald issue all around, and sometimes in the back baldness, but that's just inherited. I'm sorry to say, somebody in your family, your parents, your grandmother, somebody didn't have a lot of hair and you inherit that gene. There's not much you can do with that, but you can do implants if you want to as well. Okay, now we're going to talk about, what about the natural ways that Dori would probably take care of those. Well, I have natural ways, of course. I always have natural ways. But if you don't want to spend that much, ask your stylist to get you some of those drops, whether it's Rogan, Nioxin. There's drops out there. They probably will cost y'all like $100 or something. It's a little bottle. Those drops contain chemicals that you can put on your little bald spot, about 3 or 4 drops as directed, morning or evening, or whatever it directs on the bottle, or the actual stylist or dermatologist tells you. You can even get them from your dermatologist. Okay, and try that. Your skin might get irritated, might get red. Those are normal things, people. Okay, they're trying to open up the pores. They're trying to irritate it, to get that soft tissue out, to see if they can burst out some roots. So don't be afraid of that. The only thing you need to be afraid about, if it's just really chemically hurting you too much, or it's just like scratching you too much and you just have it to start getting blood, whatever, then you can discontinue that and wash it with cold water and don't use it anymore, and just tell your stylist or your doctor that that's what happened, and see if they can give you something different. Now that's the chemical way. Does it work? I don't know if it works, because I haven't tried it myself, and I have not tried it on some of my clients. My clients haven't been that bad off. I haven't even tried it on my daughter that has alopecia. But like she's studying for medical, so she knows. She's already doing her hormones, and she knows that it's stress related. All those kind of things. You study too much, man. Anything would be stressful when you study, right? So anyway, now, excuse me, Dori's way. You don't want to spend that much, right? Okay, well, here you go. Write it down, people. Rosemary. You don't want to smell too much during the day. Put it at night, 3 drops. Massage it around for about 10-15 minutes, and just leave it alone. Make sure your hands are clean, people. Hands clean. Yeah. And just rub it around, and just leave it at night. In the morning, wash it so that you won't be going to the office and smelling. Okay? So anyway, that is my video for today. Rosemary. Do let me know down there. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for listening to me. Let me know if it works. I would like to hear from you guys. And like I said, y'all have a wonderful spring day, and I will see y'all next time. I'm not sure what the next topic will be about, but it's going to be something about skin, and that'll be interesting to know. Now, people out there, I'm talking about health and beauty, but all this is related to beauty as well. So remember that. Take care of yourself, take care of your body, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.